Good day, Team Telco, and welcome to the second part of the Accounts Receivable Account Executive Training, where we are trying to ensure that you are the most excellent account executive for accounts receivable that you can possibly be. And in this session, we're going to tackle the issue of how do you go about creating a daily plan for yourself and making sure that you are tackling high priority activities. Let's get going. So we've got our Udo dashboard that we're working with. And at the beginning of every day, one of our expectations is that you are working according to the key KPIs that have been set for you by your department head. One of your most important KPIs is the issue of collections from your customers that you are managing in your account executive book. So, how do you go about deciding which customers you're going to collect from that day and which customers you are going to attend to that day? Well, it's very simply an issue of going into your accounting module. So you're going to go into the accounting module. And in the accounting module, this is where we find what we call our accounts receivables ledger. So we're going to use the accounts receivables ledger in order to find out which are the high priority customers that we're going to collect from. We're going to start off by clearing any filters that have already been set, and we're going to set up new filters that will allow us to collect from our customers. So the first and most important filter that I'm going to set up is a filter where I'm going to use my name to see which accounts are allocated to me specifically for collections. Um, and so um, First of all, we're going to set up a filter and the custom filters where the account manager contains the name Abigail Mncube. I'm not Abigail Mncube, by the way, but I'm going to use her as an example. The second important filter that we're going to put into place is we only want to be able to see accounts receivable customers, not all contacts that are in the system, including the payables and others. And so those are the two filters we're going to set up. One is a filter to see only the accounts that are managed by a specific person. And then secondly, we only want to see receivables or collectible um, uh, customers. We are then going to go into a view called the pivot view, which you find is the table on the side there. Pivot view allows us to see information in a tabular format. I'm just going to just quickly close all this information. So now it's taken us to a view where we can see the information in a tabular format. At the top, I want to just see the total balances of the customers that are allocated to me, who owe money or who we owe money because they've prepaid. On the side view, I'm going to click here, and what I want to see, I'm going to go down and I want to see partners. I want to see how this balance is broken down by the partners. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this balance here. Um, and I want to see the highest balances right down to the lowest balances or the negative balances. So I want to see from positive balances to negative balances. Okay, so that's the first part of what I'm going to do here. Once I have got this view in place, the next thing is obviously our department head will tell us how many customers we're supposed to reconcile every day. And we will be sampling these both from the positive balances as well as the negative balances. So, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to choose the top 10 positive balances in order for us to reconcile those accounts. And then likewise, we're going to turn the equation around and we're going to sort the top 10 the top 10 negative balances, because we also want to ensure that negative balances are also reconciled on a daily basis. So let's start with the positive top 10 balances that we're going to work on today. And what we're going to do is we're going to open another tab on our Odoo. And once we've got that tab open, we're going to start doing what we call scheduling our activities. And our scheduled activities are what are going to give us our plan for the day of what we're going to tackle that day. And so the first thing is we cannot collect from customers that we have not yet reconciled. So always our first job before we even start to collect from that particular customer is to ensure that we schedule activities around reconciliation. We see here that the top customer that I need to collect from is this customer, Premier Auto Seke Road. So I'm going to go and look for them in my contacts book. Okay, let me just say Premier Auto, and obviously we must make sure we spell it correctly. There's the customer that I'm looking for, and I'm going to go into that customer. I'm going to schedule an activity for this particular customer, and it's going to be a customer account reconciliation. There we go. It's that one. And we're going to say Premier Auto Seke Road. There. We're going to set our department heads there as a supervisor in both those sections. We're going to set an activity tag, which is just an informational tag there. We're going to set up customer payments or debtors reconciliations, and I'm going to assign this to Abigail, who is myself, right? And we're going to say that that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to select a particular day. As you can see already, some things come pre-populated for you. One of the things we've pre-populated for you is a checklist, which guides you in terms of when you are reconciling that particular account, what are the things that you need to attend to in your process of reconciliation? And before you can say you've closed off the task, have you done all these things? But at this point in time, all we're doing at the beginning of the day is we're making a plan about which of these customers we're going to schedule for collections. Okay, so there we go. We can then go ahead and click schedule, and that customer that we have scheduled for reconciliation comes over here, and the checklist also comes up here. And as we work on the reconciliation, we're just going to check off all the items related to this customer, and until we're done, right? We're going to edit and check them off as we go. And as you can see, as you go and as you check them off, it will actually cross them out for you to show that you've done that. At the end of the day, or at the end of reconciling this customer, when I've done all of this, I'm going to basically edit it. I'm going to make sure that I tick off all of those things. I'm going to save it. I'm going to then write some very good substantive feedback of what I've done. But I'm running ahead of myself here. The substantive feedback, the customer account or invoices have been matched. The customer owes X dollars, and I have scheduled a next activity to collect the outstanding balance. So we're going to write some good substantive feedback that's going to allow our department head to know what we've done in this regard, and we're going to then click it done and schedule a next event. But like I say, I'm running ahead of myself. But at the beginning of the day, all we want to do is go through the top 10 positive balances and likewise the top 10 negative balances. And we're going to schedule all of those for reconciliation during that day, and we'll also pick up on any accounts that haven't been reconciled. The last thing that you're going to do as you do this is you're going to go to your dashboard and you're going to have a look at your plan that you've set up for yourself. And your plan is going to be, so first of all, maybe you've set up a plan for today. If I click today, I'll see that I've got how many activities I've got that are planned for me to do today, or that are planned for me to do. Yeah, and with this filter today, or then I can put my name there if I just want to see my own. I've got 14 planned activities. If I click on this, I'll be able to see all the activities that I've planned for myself to do today. These are all the customer account reconciliations I've planned for myself today. And if I don't put a filter there to say customer account reconciliations, it will show me all of the things that I've planned to do. But if I just want to see the customer account reconciliations, I can do that. Customer account reconciliation, and it'll only show me the customer account reconciliations that I've planned to do today. And as I work through them, I can then put the feedback. This becomes my working plan for the day. And as I complete each activity, I give good substantive feedback that allows my department head to know exactly what I've done. And at the end of the day, she will come and she will quality assure the things that I have done. Should you have any questions about how to create good, solid, well thought through customer reconciliation plans for the day, don't hesitate to ask. We're here. Have a good day.